offers incredible gardens, tours, and beautiful scenery, plus some fun holiday events for the family. And joining us now with more is Marketing Manager Mimi Serbasova. Hello, Mimi.
Hello, how are you today?
Good. I love your name.
Thank you. It's a long one. I waited a long time for it, but
today
is my wedding anniversary.
Oh, so congratulations.
Thank you.
That's awesome. Yay.
Yay.
So, what a happy time of the year to have an anniversary.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. But now, on to the other important
Yes.
point we're going to talk about today. Historic Spanish Point.
Yes, Historic Spanish Point, only the most magical place and undiscovered place in all of Sarasota. Many people don't know about us, so I wanted to share a little bit about who we are and what we do.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I've driven by it. Now I have been there.
Yes.
But for too many years, I just drove by.
Yes, and a lot of folks do, and we have people who come in and go, gosh, I've been here 30 years, and
Exactly.
What is this place?
Because it's all off the road. That's why it's so beautiful, and it's just such a lovely place. So please tell our viewers who haven't been there what it is.
So we are a expansive property on Little Sarasota Bay, and when we call ourselves Historic Spanish Point, it means because we're a literal point that juts out into the bay. We are an archaeological site as well as a historic site. So we have historic buildings. We have a building that dates back to 1901 when the pioneer settlers came.
And are people able to go into that building?
They can, and we have wonderful volunteer docents who interpret that history and share all the wonderful things that our pioneer families experienced while they were settling into Florida.
Now, you mentioned archaeological sites.
Yes.
Did you just recently discover something I remember hearing?
Did. So we had a natural restoration project on the very end of the point. So when you eat shellfish for thousands and thousands of years and you pile that all up, the native peoples that lived there were able to create this beautiful point. And what we found doing the natural restoration, removing the sansevieria, which is commonly the mother-in-law's tongue plant or the snake plant, as well as invasive Brazilian peppers, we started to uncover some amazing natural and man-made resources. So things like a cistern that hadn't been seen in a very, very long time, as well as a pool from 1918.
Oh my goodness.
Now mind you, the pool, we found an article about it in the 1918 Herald Tribune, and it was really interesting because if you were in the pool and swimming in that pool, you wouldn't have had all the mangroves around, and they would have cleared a lot. So you would have had the entire view of the bay all around you. Wouldn't that be magical?
Yes, yes. Now, who built basically on this property?
Yes. So it was Walter Conrad who built the pool, but we also had a few other families that came and built on that area. So the Webb family that we have talked about for many, many years, John and his wife Eliza bought the property originally, but their son is actually the one who realized that the very end of the point wasn't part of their original homestead. So for about a little over $7, he finally petitioned the government to get that included.
Cool.
So,
well, now you have all of this beautiful property. What can people expect when they go on a tour, Mimi?
Oh my gosh, you're going to basically get 5,000 years of human history compacted into a very short period of time, but it's all the highlights. So we talk about Mrs. Palmer, who is just the most amazing businesswoman. We also talk about the Webbs, who had their Webb Winter Resort on the property. We talk about our maritime heritage, and we talk about all the plants, and obviously the prehistoric people that lived there as well.
So now I know that you can hold events there. I know there's been weddings there, so you can hold lovely, lovely events there. What do you have for families for the holiday season, though, coming up
we
specifically?
have 3 great events coming up for the holiday season, and one of the great things about our property is that we're a dog-friendly property. So people who come and they can walk their dogs, normally they don't see our property at night. So these 3 events are in the evening. Our first is family movie night, so families can come and watch the kind of holiday classic, The Santa Claus with Tim Allen, and bring their lawn chairs and blankets, and we have all sorts of holiday treats for them to enjoy. And that's on December 6th.
Okay.
We do have on December 13th, Randy Stevens and the Groove Makers, a great local local band is going to be rocking out
All right.
for our Rockin' Around the Point. So instead of rocking around the Christmas tree, you're going to be rocking around the point,
And finally,
dancing on the lawn. And finally, for Starlight and Fire, which is our annual New Year's Eve event, it's a great, if you had a friend that had a backyard and they did a big bonfire,
Yep,
this is the
where
kind
you
of
wanna
event
be.
that you'd want to be.
Okay. So before we close, where
Yes.
can our viewers find out all the information about all
Absolutely.
these events?
The
Mimi?
easiest place to find information about our events or our tours and more information about our property would be on our website at historicspanishpoint.org. O-R-G.
Okay, wonderful.
Thank
Again,
you.
congratulations.
Thank
Happy
you.
anniversary and have a wonderful holiday season.
Thank you. Happy holidays.
Thank you. Next on Suncoast FYI, a visit from some furry friends at the Florida Poodle Rescue.